Can you feel vibrations? Can you feel energy? Can you feel frequencies? Vibrations, energy, frequencies. Feel the Healy.
Hello, hello, everyone. Let's get together on this amazing day today in April. Let me set up some things here. Okay. Well, for all of you that don't know me, Adriana Alvarez, head of sales for the Americas. Today, we have options for you to choose between Spanish, Mandarin, and French as well. So sorry if we can, everybody on, if we can close the camera. For some reason, I have a few things. Anyhow, let's keep on going. So know that this call is being recorded, and if you need any translation, you can go into the globe icon and choose between Spanish, Mandarin, and or French. So our quote for this month is, "You will bloom if you take the time to water yourself." So with that, we're going to keep on going because we have quite the agenda today, April 10th, 2024. We're going to start with some company updates. We have Jake Barron that is going to speak about how you can modulate and change your feature in your app from low to high frequency, if that's something that you want to choose. We also now have new Klarna available in Canada. Please, everybody, mute yourselves if it's okay. And our newest program that has been gifted to all of us and everybody new, Cosmic Growth, which is all based on the Fibonacci sequence, which is something incredible. We've spoken about it. We had great trainings, and we're going to slightly go over it today. Also, Homecoming 2024, it's around the corner, everybody. So in 1 month from today, we should all probably be already packing to meet on the 17th of May in Cancun. So with that, we're going to speak about all of the updates of Homecoming. I know many of you are still asking about VIP events. What is the dress codes? What do I need to prepare for? And of course, we need all of you to make sure that you register for your hotel and of course for all the events. So with that, we're going to have our general manager for North America, Peter Christoff, that is going to speak about, again, new Fast Start. We introduced this to you 2 months ago, and it's still in the works, and it's okay because he's going to not only give you tips on the Fast Start and how to coach somebody within the Fast Start, but also all those you do, you get type of things. And then we're going to go into our promotions. But before that, we have an amazing guest. She is a woman that truly inspires me. Every time I hear her story, I was telling her, I get goosebumps. I get teary-eyed because her story is so powerful, and she truly embodies our Healy story. She has been from Canada to Mexico, reinventing herself and also empowering her family. And we will hear from her and her story before we go on to our promotions and our calendar for the month. So with that, I'm going to take just a second to introduce great partner. You'll know him, Jake Barron, head of operations. Hey, Jake.
Hey, Adriana. Hello, everyone. And yeah, let's get right into these updates here. First thing that we have is as Adriana mentioned, the updated Healy 2 app where you're able to change the current level now within the app itself. You used to have to do this via the Heal Advisor app, and we're not going to spend much time on this today because we have already discussed this on some prior calls, and actually on last week's Healy for Beginners and Beyond, we went in depth, even more than what you see on these slides here as well, as far as what to look out for when you're doing this, how to manually check for updates, and then kind of the reason behind this as well. So I'll put the link into the chat here for that call that was just added to our YouTube channel 2 days ago on Monday. For anyone that missed last week's Healy for Beginners and Beyond. Really, the big thing, though, that has not been announced on What's Up Wednesday before is that now, starting this month, all Healy devices ship at the high current level. So in the past, for the last couple of years, when you would get your new Healy device, it was set to the low current level, and you had the option to switch it to high current. Well, it turns out almost everybody switches it to high current. So we actually made this change to now, when you receive it, it's already at the high current level. And since it's so easy now to switch within the app itself, it just makes sense to do that. It's so easy to go from, if you happen to be more sensitive to microcurrent, very easy to switch from high down to low if you need to, or if your device is still in low current, it's easy to try out the high current setting as well. You see here on the screen, you just go to the settings, MagHealy, click the current level, and you can toggle between high and low, low and high. It can take up to an hour, but we've found in practice here, it takes usually around a couple minutes, 5 minutes, typically at the most, for that update to load onto your phone, where you see the button, you just click update, and it loads the new configuration, and you're good to go. Very, very simple. So definitely check that out if you still have not tried that. I mean, if you're already in high current level, there's no reason to change, no real reason to make the switch, but it's there when you need it, and it's easy to do, much easier to do now. So, all right, let's move on to we got some animations. Yeah, you see here. There we go. MagHealy current level, and then switch back and forth between high and low. Let's see here. So, okay. Yeah, we mentioned this also. This was very exciting. The last week or so of March, we were able to launch financing with Klarna in Canada. So we've had Klarna in Canada for a while, but it was just pay in 4, where you split the payments, typically 4 equal payments every 2 weeks. Now this one is 6 and 12-month financing. So, we've been able to spread this out over a much longer period of time, which is great. And this is something new for all of Canada, not just Healy. Klarna just made this available in general, for the Canadian market. So definitely a great new option for anyone looking to spread out the cost of the Healy or MagHealy or anything over really 250 Canadian dollars over a longer period of time. So that's available in checkout. It's very simple. Just click Klarna. And then once you do that, you click Pay Now, and a window will pop up, and you just pick whatever option. You can pay now with card, you can do pay in 4, or depending on the order total, you can pick the monthly financing as well. And yes, Healy Cosmic Growth. I'm running the Cosmic Growth program right now. We talked a lot about this on Healy for Beginners and Beyond last week. Definitely check out that recording. Now, let me actually send that link right now in the chat. But there was, of course, 2 weeks ago, there was a great training on What's Up Wednesday related to this. We did another training last week on Healy for Beginners and Beyond. We actually showed what in the app itself. For those of you that don't have it yet, we showed how to check to see if you have it, where it's located, but also what it looks like when you're actually running it. So it's a very powerful program, powerful. Of course, the Fibonacci sequence is very powerful, but it's fun to actually run it in the app, because if you look at it, when you start, you're actually going through the actual Fibonacci sequence in the app itself. We start at 1 hertz, and then 2 hertz, and then 3 hertz, and then 5 hertz, and then 8 hertz, and then 13, and so on. Goes through 29 different frequencies, 1 minute for each frequency that's sent via the Healy app. And it's very cool, very powerful. I've been using it pretty much every day. I know a lot of you are participating in the survey as well that was sent out to some of the first users of this new program group. So again, check out those recordings and those past trainings, and yeah, let us know what you think about this awesome new Cosmic Growth program.
Yes, I want to actually encourage everybody, just like you said, Jay, to comment on here. If you've been able to already have the Cosmic Growth as part of your daily routine, and if you got it, again, we are in a sequence as well for you to, all of you, to be able to get it. But I believe, right, Jake, we are more at most a week for
We're about
everybody
halfway
to
through.
receive it.
I know a lot of people have it already.
Mhm.
Or we mentioned that it can take up to 2 months to get this on all of the devices globally. You're talking hundreds of thousands of devices. And I know a lot of people that have multiple devices. They might have it on a couple other devices, but not on all of them. So yeah, we're still going through that process. So we appreciate everyone's patience, but it will be worth the wait for those of you that don't have it yet. And just let you know, you have this for a lifetime. This isn't a free trial for a few months. This is for everybody for life.
Correct. And that's just, again, for all new members as well. This is in that group, and it's available as soon as we end with all the updates and making sure that all of you have it. It's going to be for everybody. So this is amazing. And again, this is a program that some of you received as a trial session as well. So for you to run it every day for a remainder of a timeline. So make sure that you look into your email in case you were chosen. But this is incredible, and so many of you just said Fibonacci sequence. My goodness, the goal ratio within Marcus Schmieke. We know we have something incredible in our hands. So with that said, actually, with the solar eclipse, let's see on the chat, how many of you experienced a solar eclipse? How many of you were out there or doing your different rituals, etc.? But one suggestion I got from our product expert, our Chief Product Officer, Martin Whitman, which we're going to have this month, again, speaking about back flowers and making programs. He suggested to run Well-Being Soul. So most of us on this call today are running Well-Being Soul, but also, hey, make sure if you already have your program, make sure you run it too for your Healy Cosmic Growth. So speaking of growth, we're going to go, and thank you, Jake. For that, we're going to go right into the Healy World America's Homecoming. How many of you are ready to come? I know many of you are. Our tickets are sold out. So if you are a multiple ticket holder, which I thank you in advance because that shows your leadership and how much you want yourself and your team to be here, make sure that you register their names into those tickets. And if for any reason you need reimbursement, please reach out to us. But I know you're not going to want to get reimbursed because you want to be here with us in Cancun starting on the 17th through the 19th. It's going to be an all-inclusive resort at the Dreams Natura Resort Spa in Cancun, Mexico. But it's not just about us and building community and being together in this special place, but it's also the experiences we're going to have for these 2.5 days. So we're going to start on the 17th. After lunchtime, registration will be open all day. We're going to have a very special launch product session with Martina Kling, with Marcus Schmieke about our new elements and much, much more, because trust me, you will have surprises throughout the event. And then we're going to have a sunset cocktail reception and a 3-element ceremony outdoors. We're going to have dinner a la carte so you can meet with your teams. Day 2 is a very special day because we start with a sunrise ceremony. And again, this is all typical Mayan ceremonies, open to all. And we will have then all of you who earn the VIP event with Marcus Schmieke, and we will have also a cacao ceremony. Then in the afternoon, we're going to have Aaron King, that is our speaker, motivational speaker for the day. And we're going to have a product panel that day. You will never want to miss that, as well as 2 breakout sessions to speak about leadership and speak about product. We're going to wrap up the day with incredible recognition to all of you with a gala dinner and so many surprises, shows, etc. And then on the 3rd day, we have our morning session. We are done by the time you're able to check out, but we have our motivational speaker as well, Jorge Rosas, that day, and our leadership panel. So again, so many incredible things on your way. Make sure if you still want to register, let us know. We have a waiting list for you because we will have Marcus Schmieke, Christian Halper, Shannon Halper, us, and the executive level, Martina Kling, Carla Davalos, Peter Christoff, and Aaron King speaking about big energy, Jorge Rosas, account agility on the last day. But most of all is the fact that you get to hear from your own peers, those that are being extremely successful in this business. So on day 1, we will have Aseneth Avendaño and Anne Valerie Curiel speaking of how you can build a successful business with residual income. We will have Sarah Rhinelander that will speak about how to lead in this new paradigm of network marketing. And Doc Steve on the science and frequencies for all of you. We also have a panel. So far, we have Doc Steve, Ken Close, Carly Urban, Doctora Damaris Reyes, Cindy de la Fuente, and Sergio Ordóñez. And these are all from all of our markets, representing from the US to Canada to Mexico and Colombia. In our business panel so far, we have Sarah Rhinelander, Frequency Family. She is our president here in the US. We have Ana Lozano, Vice President, Canada. Jenny Bittler, Vice President as well in Canada. We have Fernando Palafox, which is actually our newest president from Mexico. Melissa Lara, Executive Vice President in Mexico. Fernanda Parrachico, Vice President in the US. And Alejandra Guatibonza, Executive Director in Colombia. So as you can see, we have so many different backgrounds, experiences, different groups that will be able to be open for Q&A and also give you their best tips and strategies to build your business and to promote product. With that, I want to congratulate everybody that has already achieved VIP, but it's not over. You still have this month to achieve it. So again, to be a VP and above, you were already invited to be paid as director, senior director, or executive 2 out of 3 months, and advanced to career title director of the month and above. So I want to congratulate every single vice president above in USA, Canada, and in Mexico. We are waiting for you to have a very special morning session with Marcus Schmieke and a cacao ceremony. If you're not able to attend, please let us know, but we hope that you do. And we have some of you that qualify as brand new VIPs for this recognition as well. So from the US, Canada, and from Mexico, congratulations. You will receive your invite to join us at the VIP breakfast with Marcus Schmieke. Now, this is very important. Our deadline, our room block, it is on April 15th. So as you know, you have single, double, and up to triple occupancy for you to be at the Dreams Natura Hotel, all inclusive with all of us. Mind you, if you choose not to do one of these 3 choices, then there is a day pass for 190 USD. So we truly recommend that you take advantage of staying at the Dreams Natura all-inclusive resort at these rates, but make sure you do it fast so it doesn't book. Here are some of the instructions for you to do so. And know that they also have an Explorers Club that for ages 3 and up, you will be able to bring your family if you wish to, and have them enjoy the amenities while we are doing our meetings. Now, this is very important as well. We want you to be safe, and not only safe, but also comfortable. So you can book your transportation with AMSTAR. As you can see here, there are multiple choices. So from 45 per person in a shuttle, whether you want it private or you want deluxe, if you come with your family or you come with your team members, etc., you can choose one of these 3 options, and it takes you and will pick you up at the airport, and it will take you directly to the hotel. Also, very important when you're checking out, make sure that you have these secure, because again, they wait for you at these locations, and then make sure that you are taken care of. There is Wi-Fi on all of these shuttles, etc. And again, it makes it safe for you to get from the hotel to the airport, airport to hotel, vice versa. So again, there are other options, but that will be on your own. This is the one that we're recommending with a great rate with Healy. And you can scan right here if you want to. Now, again, some of you are already booked with our hotel. We can't wait to receive you. In the meantime, you can download the hotel app to get more information of everything that is available at the hotel. Some dinners are, well, the first dinner is on your own. Some of you are choosing to actually arrive earlier. You can arrive 2 days early, depart 2 days late with the same rate that we have available for Healy. So with that, I know everybody is super excited to come to homecoming, and I am uber excited to have Christoff, but I don't know why I keep calling you Christoff. I think it's your new nickname, Peter. But Peter will be the first time that he's gonna get to hug and see and feel every one of you, our exciting energy with Healy. And it's so good to have you on board, Peter, as our managing director. And so far you've been guiding us through some of those network marketing 101s. You know, it never hurts to go back to the basics, because it really
Absolutely.
is. And the basics of our business, it's FastStar, right, Peter?
It's all about sharing. Well, first off, thank you to the wonderful Adriana Alvarez. We love her energy and we love her spirit. And I am also running the Wellbeing Soul, just as hopefully many of you are, because we're channeling together. Got some exciting things to talk about. So let's scroll through these slides because they all relate to sharing Healy, which is something that's near and dear to all of us. So we all know that Fast Start came about in February, the new Fast Start, and let's just go ahead and go on from here. Now, a couple of the changes that were effective March 1st. Remember, to even play in Fast Start, someone has to enroll on a Healy Resonance and Above or MagHealy within 5 days of becoming a independent Healy World member. Now, that's a rule, but that's a rule that's got some flexibility, because if you've got somebody and they were a customer first and they bought their device while they were a customer and then they upgrade to member, we absolutely will make that exception. So you just need to contact customer service and we'll make sure that that person is eligible. But they need a device purchase within 5 days if they hadn't purchased one already. And the eligible additions, Resonance and Above, are Resonance, Resonance Plus, Professional, MagHealy, Classic, and Professional. Now, you can still enroll without a purchase, you just don't qualify for Fast Start. This is your ticket in the door to play, and this is really important. And of course, there are some special rules for India, someone who enrolls in India and Thailand. Okay, next slide. So let's talk about this really quick. There's really a couple of ways to think about it. It's what happens in your first full month of enrollment and then your first 2 months of enrollment. So you can receive an unlimited number of cash bonuses for any Healy and MagHealy editions sold to customers and members as you're starting out in that first month. So you can see you're getting your weekly bonus plus Fast Start cash of 50 euros per device sold. So this can really add up, as you can see. Now we'll go on to the next slide. So there's money that you can earn in that first full month after joining, and that's for doing that. And then there's the U+3. What U+3 says is you can earn 300 euros if you turn around and enroll and share with 3 individuals, newly enrolled independent Healy World members who join with a Resonance or Above. You do that in your first full month after enrollment, and you can get 300 euros, which is awesome. Anyway, next slide. So now that was the U+3, now them +3. So you've brought on your 3, now in this up to the end of the second month after enrollment, you've got some time to basically help those 3 individuals that you brought in do the very same thing. If they came in on a Healy Resonance or Above, which is what you needed them to do to qualify for your U+3, and they do the same thing, you earn 1,000 euros, which is awesome. And this is starting to get big and exciting because, and we'll talk about this later, next slide, we'll talk about this later, it's really important as a brand new person for you to get them paid as quickly as possible. Now, when you're doing this, you're growing and your volume is growing and the money that you're earning is growing. But if you can get to team manager with 2,500 downline volume, 2 legs, 500 downline volume each, there's another 100 euro management advancement bonuses, plus they'll add 100 euros of Fast Start advancement bonus to that. So there's another 200 that the person can earn. Next slide. And then remember your 3 that you taught to come in on the Resonance and Above? If you can do the same thing to them and get them to team manager, there's a Fast Start matching bonus. So when they become their team manager, and then hopefully they did it as a Fast Start, they can earn their, their money. but you're going to also get another 100 euros on top of that. So guys, there's the ability to earn 3,600 euros with all of the money that's involved for Fast Start. So you really want to talk to somebody about doing this. So next slide. And here, this is why, and this is what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today. And I've been talking about business tips because I grew up in this industry. I've had an organization. I trained and mentored my organization, and this is exactly what I would tell them. When you bring in that person and they join to become an independent Healy World member, you obviously had to present to them, and they're going to join and they're going to buy their residence and above. You want to sit down with them within 48 hours. And it's important that you do this quickly after they join. Now, why is that? First and foremost, you want to validate their decision and answer any questions that they might have. I guarantee you, as soon as they get out there and they start telling their friends and family that they joined Healy, and many people and their friends and family are going to be like, what's Healy? And they're going to talk about, how we're this incredible device company, and we're, a network marketing company and working in the MLM space. And you're immediately going to get stories from everyone, because everyone's got a brothers, sisters, uncles, dog who was in a network marketing experience, and they're going to get these stories, and I guarantee you not all of them are going to be good. So you want to be able to sit down with them after 48 hours of joining and purchasing their unit, to be able to validate their decision, answer any questions that they might have about what a great company Healy is, what fantastic products that we have, how these products work, and help them overcome any objections that they might have. Now, once you're done with that, you need to sit down and start to plan for their success. Remember, in the first 48 hours, they've got the rest of that first month, plus their first full month in the business, to get some things done, so that your goal is to help them maximize Fast Start. Help them get as much of that full 3,600 euro payout that they can get. And this is huge. Maximizing their Fast Start. You've got to help them plan for that and explain to them what it is that they need to do. And that's why in the download section of your back office is not only an incredible Fast Start PDF, but there's also a full presentation that you can pick and choose from to make sure they understand what they've got to do. But another thing you want to do is they're going to have to start looking for who their first 3 are. And you know what? They're brand new to Healy. So you're probably going to help them make those first couple of product presentations. Now, this is where I start to draw out from a new Healy World member their top 25. I know you can sit down, and throughout this industry, we've always talked about having someone write a list of 100 names. And that's good from the standpoint of making them understand how many people that they truly know, especially if someone doesn't think they know that many people. But I want to really hone in on their top 25, because these are relationships that people have created, relationships that are so strong that if they were to ask, would you sit down and let me tell you about this amazing device that I'm starting a business relationship with, and there's a lot of potential here. Would you at least sit down and listen for 15, 20 minutes with me? Based on the strength of that relationship, they're going to say yes. And this is where we're going to get those first 3 independent Healy World members that are going to get them to earning that Fast Start bonus. So just remember, people are going to mimic, learn, and repeat the actions that they see. So if you bring in a new person doing this, having a planning session within 48 hours, helping to answer their questions, helping to overcome objections, planning for Fast Start, getting to that list of top 25, what do you think they're going to do as they start to grow? They're going to do that same thing. And that's how you're going to make the system more duplicatable. You want to create these habits. So, they're going to do what was done when they joined. And you want them to think of it as a business and treat it as a business, because this business can be so incredibly rewarding, personally, professionally, socially, psychologically, physically, with my device, and financially. So think of it as a business, treat it as a business, and we're going to get into more detailed versions of all of this in some training sessions at some other time. But we have something really exciting for you now. Tell them who they get to hear from now, Adriana.
Absolutely, Peter. So as you are saying, right, those tips to mimic, learn, and repeat, which are the basics, right, of our business. There's another component that has been very, very strong for us, Peter, here in Healy, and especially Healy Americas, which is build a community. And I have to say, Peter, and you know her already, Amelie Gervais. She is one of our French-Canadian senior director members from Canada that resides in Mexico, actually. And the reason I wanted to bring her here today is because her story, and Peter is very well aware of this, and the team. Every time I think of Amelie, I get goosebumps and very emotional, because she is so resilient. She's a resilient woman character that have brought Healy and is building a community with like-minded people, raising awareness on how we can truly not impact our own lives, those of our family, and in terms of our community and everybody else. So Amelie, I know you're here, and I am so excited to have you today. I know you're super busy, by the way. She is back and forth with her kids today, and this means the world, Amelie. And it shows again your commitment, your resilience, everything that you do, and what Peter said. It's all about relationships. So tell us your story. I'm gonna stop the video so you can.
Thank you for that introduction. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what an intro.
Let me
Thank
highlight
you so much.
Okay. There you go. You should be on the screen.
You see my beautiful messy background. Okay. Thank you so much for that introduction. Oh my gosh, how sweet of you. And it is my pleasure to be here and share my story, because because I guess it can be inspiring. For me, it's so normal because it's my life. But let me tell you a little bit about myself and how Healy has really come into my life, and how important Healy has become, and why I will never leave Healy. It is like I have adopted it. I feel like it's my fourth child. Like you mentioned, I have 3 already, but this is my 4th baby. And so I basically, can you hear me? I feel like I'm hearing a lot of other people. Okay, maybe it's just me. So I was a criminal analyst actually in Canada for 16 years at the RCMP. So I worked as a criminal analyst. I worked in national security for 16 years. That is my background. When I left university, I went straight into the RCMP, and I felt like a fish out of water. I've always been kind of this person who did not fit into this environment, this very masculine, very intense, very dark energy, and it was not for me. But I brought my light every day. I did my thing every day. I was the weirdo talking about chakras, talking about energy frequencies. I was that person. And in 2021, when the world went a little bit crazy, that's my opinion, and in Canada, I was asked to show a proof of vaccination, which I did not have. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this on this call, but this is my story. I did not have it. I was never going to have it. I packed up my children, my 3 kids and my husband, in 2 suitcases, and literally moved to Mexico, bought a one-way ticket, and came to Mexico, and was like, we're going to figure it out. Whatever it is, we're going to figure it out. And I was lucky enough that, well, not lucky, but I had already been planning to try to make a living out of my naturotherapist degree. So I also had a degree in natural therapies and everything that was natural, everything that was energy related. I'm a Reiki master. I had studied all of that while working at the RCMP on mat leave. So I was really creating this bank of knowledge around energy and frequencies. And I really was hoping and happy when I got to Mexico that this was going to be something I was going to be able to share here finally and be more in alignment with who I am and with what I have to offer as a human being, because I knew that my potential was totally wasted at the RCMP. So I moved to Mexico in 2021 and met Jenny Bittner. So those of you who know Jenny, met Jenny Bittner, actually met her husband first, and we connected right away on our values, on our medical freedom choices, on all the things. And one day I was working out with Jenny and she looks at me and she says, "You do Reiki, don't you?" And I said, "Yes, I do." And she said, "Do you know about the Healy?" And I said, "No, I had no idea what the Healy was." This was September 30th. I bought my Healy that day. I had such a full body goosebump yes that just came to me. And it was like, I don't know what this thing is, but I know I need it. And I know that something big is going to happen with it. And we connected and we both bought, she bought hers first, obviously. I bought mine from her. And she said, "If you do this, I will do this with you. We will do it together." I had done other MLMs. And I was not really looking to do another multi-level marketing business or network marketing business. I did not really feel that that was what I wanted because of my experiences in other companies. Now, fast forward to Jenny Bittner and the Healy and community, as you mentioned, Adriana, community. So, I got my Healy. We ordered it in Canada. Somebody had to bring it to Mexico because Mexico wasn't open when I bought mine. And I started playing with it. And I did my first chakra scan not too long after on my husband. I did my chakra scans. I started scanning people, just experiencing it, seeing it. My husband is a refugee from ex-Yugoslavia who moved to Canada when he was 12 years old. And when I scanned his chakras, everything came up. All of the traumas, all of the childhood stuff he had gone through. And he, as an engineer and this different kind of brain, a male brain, let's just say it was different, thinking about this little cute little device I had bought. When he read the chakra scan, he just lost it and he became very emotional. And he said, "This is a real thing. And I think you should do this business. I think you need to share this. I think you're going to be good at it. You just got to go." And so that's when I decided to jump in, full 2 feet in, and just went to Portugal with Jenny to a retreat with Sarah Bliss. I don't remember her real last name that you just mentioned, who's going to be a speaker at the homecoming in Mexico, and went to Portugal to meet the community. And this is when I actually really felt what I was a part of. What this device actually does is connect all of the people that are like-minded, that are literally on a path to raising the frequency of the planet. And this is the connection that I felt in my full body in June in Portugal, and felt all of these beautiful women and men creating this new earth, really a movement of bringing this device to more houses, which means raising the frequency individually of each individual, which means collectively raising the frequency of the planet. Now, that mission I connected to on a very deep level, because I will not lie, I was very afraid a few years ago for the future of our planet and what kind of planet I was leaving for my children. I was very afraid, very scared, and I did not want to live in that energy anymore. And so this mission of sharing the Healy has become so much bigger than helping every individual feel better physically, emotionally, spiritually, connecting all of these human beings. The connection of this community that it has brought for me and for my people and the team that I lead is huge. It's powerful. It's everything. And so Healy is now a huge part of my life. I've now grown my team to a senior director level, which I keep dreaming of VP, and it's going to happen. It's happening. And then president, and I'm just going to keep going because I can't imagine. I'm just happy to be able to share the abundance with all of the people on my team. I want every single person who's not aligned with what they're doing right now, with where they're sharing their energy right now, who wants to do this full time and live from this full time. I am committed to helping them do that, That is what me and my team are working on. That's what I really want to offer to them, is that support in French in Canada, but a little bit of Mexico also, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of English. We're a little bit all over the place. So I'm very excited to connect with everybody that's here in Homecoming in Mexico. I've got a few of my teammates there, and I hope that you will all give yourself that beautiful gift, because when I went to Portugal in last June, that is when it all just came together for me. And I know the power of those experiences as a team and having that connection in person to community, because a lot is done online these days, and online is great space. But I love hugging people. I love seeing people, touching people. I'm an in-person person. My people know that. So I fly back to Canada all the time for in-person events, because that's the way I run my team. That's the way I run my thing. I think that is also, we need to bring it back to the basics, like Peter was saying before, of connecting, of connection. And my team does sell a lot in person. We are very much in-person people. So there you have it. That is my story in a nutshell. That's my story in a few minutes. And I hope to see a lot of you in Mexico, because I'm right here. I'll be driving a few minutes down the road, and I'll see you there.
Amelie, thank you again for sharing your story. And I know, and I hope that you will be able to even share deeper when we are all together in Homecoming, because truly, what you say about not just the community, right? That you've so been able to find that. I think as being myself, having moved from countries or state to state, when you find that community that feels like family, and on top of that, it was with this mission, I think that's something I truly admire of all of you, because you have this mission, this purpose, and passion, I want to say, that you share. Because when I'm with you guys, it's just, if you can see it right now, her smile just radiates, and their energy is so contagious when you're with them. And that's really what we have at Healy. It's almost sort of like finding that home away from home, where you had all these aspects that you've been building in your life, and suddenly you found that place where you can manifest and truly get all that together with all the like-minded people. And like you said, the movement is the movement. And being able to soon, in just a month from now, being together, but also with Marcus Schmieke, that has been able to create this incredible community and movement that we're just part of. I think it's something to be, I don't know how to say it, just to take it in and get that cosmic growth, right? All together.
Absolutely. To embrace it. Yeah, embrace it, cherish it. Yeah.
Exactly. Any last comment you want to say to everybody, just like you, where you were maybe on the verge, like you say, you were in different companies, or where you were really working hard to make it to the next level? What is that one tip?
The one tip is for me, my best advice to my people is be real, be authentic, be yourself, and believe what your body and your energy is telling you. Just believe it. Because when I had a full body yes, I did not question it. I just went with it. I knew deep down that there was, and could have been a million different reasons why I said no, but I knew deep down that it was a full body yes for me, and I trusted myself, and I just went with it. And the why that I have, and that I just shared with you guys, and we talk about this a lot in MLMs. What's your why? What's your why? It's a big thing that we use in training. It is so much more than a why. This mission that I just shared, this elevating the frequency of the planet, what bigger mission could you be working on that is worth your time and your energy? Like for me, when I have a bad month, I just keep connecting to that why, and it's the biggest thing ever. So that's my biggest tip, is like connect to why you want to do it, and also trust yourself and be real with it. And then people connect to that. They resonate to the energy that is authentic and real. And that's it.
Exactly.
Just do it. Just do the thing.
Let's
That's
do
my
it.
biggest tip. Just do the thing. Just keep doing the thing. And people will thank you for it. In a year from now, when they have been, you know, manifesting all these beautiful things, they will thank you for it. So you have a gift that people are waiting for. You need to share it with them.
Absolutely. And I think just like what you said, and in a way, you know, a lot of people are living in a low vibration, unfortunately, right now. And it is up to us, if it's up to us, right? If you're into it, to collectively raise that vibration, raise what will be the future. And this is the future, everybody. This is just the first little tidbits of those steps that we have to collectively take together. And people like Amelie and her energy and the team, and knowing that it's something bigger than us, right? And you being at the Mexico Founders event, that you were there with Marcus Schmike, Christian Halper, Shannon Halper, just before I go to our next. But how was that experience for you?
Well, that was everything for me, because that was confirming what I already knew. It was confirming that these people were real. I always tell people, when I talk about Marcus Schmike and the Healy and what he invented and what we're actually doing right now, I'm like, sure, he's human, but he's in another dimension. But I've seen him in person, so he's there. He's a real person, but he's special. He's so special, and being in the same room as him is very difficult to explain. But it was even more driving home what I already knew deep down inside. It was like just confirmation, always being completely in alignment and coherence, and feeling like all that other noise and distraction from the outside, the water bottles, the this, the that, it doesn't matter, because I kept in alignment with, I know Marcus Schmike. I don't know him, but I've met him. I've seen him. I connect with his mission, and I'm part of his mission, a tiny little, you know, whatever part I get to play in that mission, that big, big mission that he has to bringing this to 100 million homes. I'm part of it, and I'm honored to be part of it, because I know what it can do for people. I know what it's doing for people. It is changing people's lives, their health. It is changing their financial health. It is changing like the path of their life. It's changed mine so much, and so many of my team members. So it's powerful. And when you meet those people in person, it's like even more just anchoring in that big, big mission and that big, big why. Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And I hope you see all the hearts and all the claps and little emojis and everything. Everybody, please also ask any questions that you have for Amelie. But thank you for being here, for also being not only a pioneer where you are growing this business globally from Canada to Mexico and across the world, from the French Canadian as well. We admire you, and we appreciate everything that you're doing towards this mission and passion that we have to make this world a better place, not only for us, but for the next generation, for sure.
Yes. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see
Love
you.
you.
I love you.
Okay, everybody. Well, I'm going to share my screen again. Give me a second. Make sure I am on the right slide. And everybody, please thank Amelie for her amazing testimony and sharing. So for our promotions this month, again, they continue the same, 30%, 40%, and 50% off. 30% off on our resonance, including our Soul Cycle as a gift. Our Resonance Plus, 40% with the Healy Coil as a gift, and our best offer, above all, 50% off on our Pro, on our Professional edition, and you will also get the coil and the Soul Cycle for free. Now, all of these promotions go throughout the entire month, but again, this is limited time where you can save 60% on your upgrade. So please, everybody, let everybody know that have purchased a, let's say, Resonance Plus or below, Gold, etc. We are offering 60% discount this month for them to upgrade. And this is only until the 15th. This will not, and I am going to say this out loud enough, it will not be extended. This is until the 15th of this month. So you have 5 more days, and that is on Monday. Okay, so we have Wednesday, end of Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and a day. Done. 60% upgrade on 60% discount of your upgrades. Any of them doesn't matter. Okay. And you have
Adriana, make sure that we tell them this time. I know that some people wait and see and say, oh, they're going to extend it, no problem. This one's a hard stop. We are not extending past the 15th.
Yes, absolutely. Again, will not be extended. 15th is your deadline at the end of the day. Here you have the pricing for all the different editions, and make sure you find that in the flyers in your back office. And of course, it's also in the shop. We also have an incredible offer. We had it before, and truly, this is one in a lifetime because it includes the Meridian module as a gift. So 50% off on our MagHealy Professional with the Meridian module as a gift for free. Now, if anybody purchased the MagHealy Pro and it is within the return window, please advise them not to return. We will give them the Meridian module and etc. for free. So just FYI, everybody. Now, again, the Meridian module is available on its own at 50% discount until the end of this month. And if you haven't been in one of our trainings before, make sure you go into the YouTube channel, Healy America's YouTube channel. We have trainings on there. It is such an absolutely amazing module because you can analyze and graphically, visually, it's so powerful because you see how it goes through all the meridians. It is, again, one of the features we need to get on because it's incredible to demo this. And then, for Colombia, I'm gonna have Elba talk in a second about everything that is happening in Colombia. But for Colombia only, for their pre-launch phase, we have also 30% on the gold and on the holistic till the end of the month. So this is for Colombia only members, but we know they are kicking it right now in a roadshow. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. And of course, our B2B. So this is for all of you. Make sure that until the 15th, if you refer 2 new members or customers with a resonance or higher, including the MagHealy, you can get a free night stay, all-inclusive at the Dreams Hotel for the homecoming. So some of you already earned it last month. So this is your chance to earn your second one and be completely paid for at our homecoming, all-inclusive amenities. And then until the end of the month, if you refer 3 new members or customers, and this is the entire month, with, again, a resonance or higher, including MagHealy, you can earn a MagHealy Classic for free. And this is limited to 2 cycles. So again, we know how powerful this little baby is. At least it is for me. The minute I include it with my Healy and I run and I scan or analyze and I run the frequencies alongside, it truly is powerful. It is powerful not only for me, but in my home, in my atmosphere, as well as for our pets and our water, in order to be able to inform and energize our water with different frequencies. So definitely you want to make sure that you have one of these in your hands and multiple, like me, myself, because honestly, you want to demo them and you want to use them all around your household and your family. So here is our one pager for Canada, US, Colombia. Here is our promotions in an overview. And last but certainly not least, speaking about events, I'm going to pass it on to Elba Castellanos, our sales and marketing development manager in Healy, Mexico, which will talk about some of their events that are coming on and all the exciting things that are happening in Colombia.
Thank you, Adriana. Welcome, everybody. Now it's time to talk about Mexico and Colombia and Hispanic world. We're going to do it in English, but also the slides are in Spanish. So if you have any questions, please just use the chat. So yes, Colombia, as you already know, we opened last month, and now we are running special events in several cities. We are going to 5 cities. We have already been in Barranquilla last Monday, and Medellin yesterday. Today, the event is up to begin in about an hour, and it's running in Hotel Intercontinental in the city of Cali. But we also have 2 more events. The next one is tomorrow, Thursday 11th at Bogota at the Hotel 4 Points by Sheraton. And on Friday, it's our last event in Pereira. It's in the Hotel Movich. So this is the agenda that we have in all the events. The event starts at 2 p.m. and ends at 6 p.m. There's a link where you can still register for the 3 more events, the one from today, tomorrow, and Friday. And within the agenda, we have product training with experts on products and programs. We have also a coffee break where we can do some networking there. And then we have a business training, so all the people can learn about what Healy has to offer as a business. There's a link where you can still buy the tickets. You just have to go to this link and then you can select the city you are interested in. So if you have people, if you have prospects, family, friends there in Colombia, in some of the cities that we are having the events today, tomorrow, and Friday, please send them to this link, ask them to join. We have a lot of information, a lot of energy there running. Our events have been sold out, so we hope to see you a lot of people from your teams there in Colombia. There are our leaders from corporate. Carla Dávalos is there over there, and of course Freddy, so you can meet them in person there. And for Mexico City, we also have an event. It's going to be on the 27th of April in the Hotel Galeria Plaza Reforma, which is in a very, very close to downtown here in Mexico City. Here we have 2 sessions. The first one is going to run from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. and it's going to be about product and business training with, of course, experts on both. And then in the afternoon from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., we have presentation for prospects. So if you have people already interested in Healy, or it's the first time that you want to show them what Healy is, this is the perfect time to do it. So we're going to be at the Hotel Galeria Plaza Reforma again in these 2 training or these 2 agendas. There you have the links, so you can get the ticket. If you have any question, you can, of course, get to your leaders, and they can share also the link to you. So we hope to see a lot of people. I will be there, and to see a lot of people here in Mexico City next 27th. And going on to more trainings, we have our Momentum Monday with Shannon Rheault. And April 15 is our next session. It's going to be at 1 p.m. East time. And this time the topic is your story, ignition, influence, and inspiring actions. So please be sure that you don't miss it. You can scan here the QR code so you can register and mark it on your agenda. Sorry. And this is the complete calendar for these Momentum Monday webinars of this year. So we are running onto the 14th webinar, and we are having another one, the 15th, which is going to be the power of recognition, and it's going to be on May 6th. So just mark it on the agenda so you don't forget. And we go to yeah. And with Academy, we also have very interesting and exciting trainings on Healy Academy. They're going to be every second and fourth Wednesday of the month. Actually, we had the first one today. So we hope that you also have these dates on your agenda. We want you to dive into exciting Healy academic topics, expand business skills, unleash your potential, we have interactive sessions that are designed to spark curiosity and ignite learning passion. Please don't miss this adventure, as we are calling it. Mark it on your calendar, and please stay tuned to receive your invitation soon and to join our Zoom meetings. It's every second and every fourth Wednesday of the month. In English, it's going to be at 11 a.m. and for Spanish, it's 12 p.m. And we also have our Beyond Waves. Remember that we have short videos from Schulmeyer. These videos are of 5 to 8 minutes. They are all filled with wisdom and knowledge. You can deep dive into product world. We are talking about technical and scientific parts behind our products. And this is an easy and funny way to learn more about our products too. We already have 2 videos. They are online on YouTube, Healy World Official. So you can also go there and just go through all the video and start learning if you haven't seen this video before. And of course, we have our Healy Horizons with Martina Kling. This is going to be on April 22nd at 1 p.m. EDT. And remember that we are in this season of growth. So it's time to clean our old habits that are not helping us and learn for more and more healthy habits. This season, it runs from April until June. And of course, we have our very successful Healy, the resonance post with Kai Schulmeyer. You know him. It's like very funny. He gives me a lot of tips and easy tips. So our next episode is going to be on April 24th at 1 p.m. EDT. And of course, we are talking again about the Season of Growth chapter. It's going to be a very nice and very exciting and very interesting chapter about how to adapt to new habits and how to cope with these changes to keep on growing personally. So please don't miss it too. And our next Frequencies and Friends webinar, it's going to be on May the 2nd. So please don't miss it. Of course, we are going to be just 2 weeks away or 1 week and a half away from our event. So, of course, the energy will be at the top. Of course, we are so happy to have you here in Mexico. So in this Frequencies and Friends webinar, remember that we will have special messages. Of course, we are presenting the new promotions for the month of May. So please don't miss it. And we want you to invite your new members and established members to connect. So we expect to have more people every Frequencies and Friends webinar. So we hope to see you soon here. And let's pass to Adriana back. Thank you, Adriana.
Thank you. No, thank you. Gracias, Elba. And thank you for all the updates, because again, every single thing that she mentioned, every event, every training is just a tool for you to either self-educate or also utilize to duplicate yourself. And we were talking about from the beginning, how can you easily duplicate yourself? And we have the tools, we have the events with the academy, we have those trainings. Mind you, again, keep those on your calendar, because they are on Wednesday, right before this call. And then as well with Kai and Martina, everything that is additional to, imagine being able to just extract those videos or even inviting people to join us. So with that, on May 2nd, we will see you. So here is our calendar of events. So as you can see, outside from just your teams, for example, we also have separate calls as well as with global. So make sure you go under, and if you have any questions, time is missing for Frequencies and Friends. No, it is 12 p.m. EST, May 2nd. We might actually do it May 1st. Actually, let me go back. Okay, any other questions? EDT. Okay, everybody. So if you have any other questions, but in the meantime, again, I hope everybody is in the highest vibration for this month. I want to thank all of our speakers, from Jake to Peter to Amelie, and to all of our translators. So collectively, let's be together on what it will be an amazing month of April. Congrats, everybody, and we can't wait to a homecoming.